team fights can change very quickly in Dota. I mean, 1 second of being invulnerable that transformation time takes can turn a fight. So Brewmaster, I feel as if it's good sometimes, but every game against Omni Knight, maybe not. I would like to see it researched, though, as you say. I think people aren't putting enough consideration into it.
Maybe we'll see it start to crop up. That's the nice thing about these regional tournaments is that you start to see a regional meta start to develop, and especially against very specific teams, right? As we get further and further in towards the playoffs, teams are going to start figuring each other out. They're going to realize, okay, this is what I need to go. This is what I need to ban. And then, you know, they just understand the way that they start to move around the map as well. So we'll see. Legion Commander, though, something different for Mr. Lukey over here. I like it. I like it. Gives you another Dispel against the Batrider Lasso. So all of a sudden, Batrider not feeling super great here.
Can just kind of stand its ground and fight the Earth Spirit or other heroes if they try to commit onto them in the early game as well. So I like that one. And, you know, we were talking about the ability that other people had to just jump onto the Omni Knight in the backline, try to pick them off to stop what he had. You know, now Legion and Commander Omni Knight, they can protect each other. Ooh, that's an interesting one. The Anti-Mage picked up here. You certainly want to try to run the Legion Commander against the AM, but the AM might, in fact, even be mid if you know that you don't have to play against the Legion Commander by going over the here.
Whoa. I will say that you can run the Legion Commander mid as well. I don't know if Stars plays it, but that is the Peruvian special of taking Legion Commander. And I know Gunner plays it mid as well. You've got flexibility here.
You do,
I don't
but then
know.
where do you put the Void Spirit? That's my question.
You could try to run it as an offlane. I don't love it, but you could do it if possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Or you just, you know, you stick to your lanes and you just hope that the Legion Commander accelerates fast enough that she can start to get these duels and shut down AM. But it's a ballsy pick coming out from TPredator.
Yeah.
Meepo band. Do they have a Meepo player?
They do. Stars plays Meepo.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm. You never want to get Meepo, especially not in 2020. That would be very embarrassing.
5 seconds remaining.
I do not. All right, final bans coming out now for the side of each team. We still don't know what the hard carry is over here on the side of NoPango. I think you want to go... Do you want to go earlier in this case? I can't decide, because you need someone to kind of deal with the anti-mage. Because if it goes late, you're going to get anti-mage, like 100%.
Mm-hmm. But you do have a Legion Commander. It's one of the better heroes for playing against the anti-mage. You're always going to be able to lock him down and duel him. You know, Counterspell doesn't do anything against it. And of course, you know, you scale a lot better. Anti-Mage has these amazing timings at like the 28 to 35 minute mark where he's farm fast to other people. He's able to move in and out of fights. He doesn't really have a downtime based around his ultimate like a lot of other people do. And he's great for those reasons. So he does actually get outscaled. He's not like the hardest carry in the game. It's just about the flexibility of him always shoving in your lanes and being able to take the fight to you. It makes him hard to deal with. At the last of the reserve time here on TPredator, they banned out the Monkey King in the Bristleback. So I think Pangolier, they're going to want to... No, Pangolier, they want to take it late to grab the Tide. That's the pick. That's the pick right there. You know, you're probably going to have to grab a melee hero as your last one. You have the Legion Commander Void Spirit already. You're going to be able to do tons of work with your Anchor Smash. Ravage is going to destroy the enemy team. The only downside to that one is you suddenly have another target the Legion Commander needs to hit with a duel. Duel being non-dispellable, Kraken Shell isn't able to save him. You can grab him before the Ravage goes off with that. You're in a pretty good place. But now there's too many targets the Legion Commander has to worry about in duel. So it becomes a little bit overwhelming.
What's the final pickup here? What is the hard carry that NoPango wants to go for? A lot of them have already been taken out. You've lost the Spectre. You've lost the Faceless Void. I mean, there's still a Sven available. If they wanted to try to go with that, they don't have a great capability of being able to kite him, really.
Ricky or perhaps Phantom Assassin?
Though. Do you think that Ricky...
It maybe if they ban out the Bristleback, they might be thinking about a Ricky. Ricky or Phantom Assassin, both not the best against Monkey King. I wouldn't hate to see either of them. PA is pretty good against the AM. Silence would go a pretty long way this game as well.
Right, yeah. Being able to just keep the anti-mage from being able to blink away.
Exactly. They don't have that many more options in that, but let's see if they come up with something I don't. That is an old one. That used to be the counter to anti-mage because you just constantly get on top of it. But we go over this quite a bit. I don't think you like Slark. I hate Slark. I think he's pretty underwhelming in the current patch. His stat growth rate isn't very good. He just feels too awkward. Of course, if you burn his mana with anti-mage, he's having a pretty awful time. Yes, you're able to disable his blink by pouncing onto him, but there's a lot of tools he has in order to deal with that. It's okay against Frank as well, but that's just another melee hero that gets countered out here.
I don't like the Slark. I mean, I'm also sitting here like trying to figure out what would be the better pick, but I just feel like this is a very underwhelming hero. If he starts to fall behind, it's just too hard to recover. And if he doesn't start, snowballing and getting those kills early, he's not going to be able to do much. I feel like a lot of this is on stars, but at the same time, like he still needs to do well in his lane. This is not a hero that goes off into the jungle and, power farms by any means. I don't know. I don't like it personally.
It is a solution to a couple of things that they have. It's not awful against the clockwork. You stand your ground and fight. You can stop the anti-mage from escaping. You can trade decently with Frank on the Tidehunter. Yes, he's going to be able to harass you back with those anchor smashes, but he doesn't like heading into lane and getting hit by a bunch of those essence shift stacks. Anybody who can click back Tidehunter and not have to worry about the Kraken shell is pretty good. And the sticky napalm. But even with all those solutions, Slark, he doesn't quite seem to fit. If there is a game for Slark, it might be here. But I would have preferred to see a Ricky or PA. Yeah.
The Ricky sounded more decent than this, to be quite honest, just because you do get that extra silence. A little bit similar in the fact that, he is a hero that needs to be snowballing, but there's more opportunities. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the issue with Ricky is you have a pretty weak laning phase, to be honest with you.
Stronger now. I mean, it's not the old Ricky, right? Old Ricky really, really struggled, but...
I guess it comes down to maybe being able to click the Tidehunter of the lane. Ricky's not able to do that, and NoPango is.
Right.
We're paused up. Shout out to our sponsor bringing you this pause, Monster Energy.
Monster keeping the NA Dota scene afloat along with the SA scene. They've been sponsoring a lot of stuff here with Beyond the Summit. We're very, very grateful to them.
To him.
I'm losing it. Mr. Monster, please.
Mr. Monster.
Oh, it's getting late, dude. It's getting late. I'm hanging in there. I know a couple people pointed out that they were hearing some clicking noises. I'm sorry, guys. That's me fidgeting to try to keep myself awake. I've got some exciting NA Dota here to cast, obviously, but it is starting to get old, and I am 8,000 years old, so, you get a little bit tired after a while, but we're still here. We're still casting Dota. Gotta see if, this NoPango stack can keep on pulling out some of these victories.
We should get you a stress ball or something like that to play with.
That's boring. I want a little squishy ball.
Yes, it sucks when the purpose of the device is to...
No, I've got a fidget cube, dude, and this thing is like the best. I play with it during drafts, and I'm weirded out, though, because normally you guys cannot hear me playing with it. Because I do it during every single draft, honestly, but... Like, it's got a little joystick thing. It's got a little, like, click thing, like a light switch. Normally, y'all can't hear it, so I don't know why today it's picking up. I'm gonna go ahead and just blame Neph on this. Because I can,
Fair enough. I'm told that someone's hitting the knee on the desk. I'm pretty sure it's not me. I've got, like, a shock filter and... whatnot with my desk arm. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's me clicking keys on my keyboard? Who knows? All right, well, as long as it's not my fidget cube, I'm going to go back to playing with that. And
But, let's talk Dota 2. Enough about production. People don't want to hear about nerd shit. They're done listening to us talk about microphones, production issues. They want blood. They want NASA action. They want to see this open qualifier team and what they can do. They want to see TPredator take it back. You know, South America, they're not happy with the fact they just lost to 4 Zoomers. It's time for them to prove themselves here.
They're looking to bring the thunder, that's for sure. Zoning them out here on the top lane to make sure that they can grab up this bounty rune.
Whoa, 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 hold on. Notice from production, there's pumpkins on the map, apparently. When did they add these? Where are they?
Where are my pumpkins? Are they in the Roche pit?
Production, where are you? Ping it out for us.
Bottom room? I am not seeing pumpkins.
Excuse me?
I don't see pumpkins.
Can you ping Observer?
Oh man, I am very disappointed. Yeah, I don't see pumpkins. That might just be the map that I'm using. But hey, spooky! They said they were gonna send us some spooky stuff here, going towards Halloween. There we go. We got our pumpkins. Nothing so spooky like some jack-o'-lanterns.
Very underwhelming. I have the default map on.
Oh, are they?
I actually hate fun, so I leave the default map.
Yeah, I'm using the one that just came out with this international. They're making plays on Pingu here, though. They've got that battery assault. We'll split it up, though, with Lies also taking a little bit of that damage. But Pingu gonna be sitting real low, is forced to use that salve. And they opted to go for an aggro try, just an aggro in general for the most part. Yeah, aggro try with the clockwork there too. Yep. Kind of interesting that they're opting for this. Just really want to slow down Lies, I guess. Exter joining right back in again. Matthew taking a decent chunk of harass here. He's gonna try to just walk away in this tree line. Pingu though finding that first blood. Their LSA connects over onto MJC. This is not going well for them. They need to make this aggro try work out. And if they're just hemorrhaging kills, look at Pingu just running them down. Chonk, chonk, one more chonk. Oh, it's going to be Exter who gets the final hit. And they've gone a little bit far here, though. MNZ looks like he's next to fall. This is a disaster for Thunder Predator.
He's destroying them right now. All right, Moxxi, I want you to take a look. Why? I'm sorry, Pingu, I doubted you. I told you your Omni wasn't aggressive enough. You started with Orb of Venom and Degen Aura at level 1. You are playing like a god, sir. I never, ever should have questioned your ability of playing Dota. Pingu is the future, everybody. Look at him. 3 kills against Thunder Predator. Top team in South America. Now he goes into Roche. Can he make this work against MNZ, though?
He gets it. He makes it work. And Lies in the top lane. He's just getting clicked down here. But they don't want to dive underneath the tower. So he's going to survive. Exter rejoining. Just going to put out a little bit of that harass. Slark is sitting so low. He's out of regen, too. No one has regen in this lane. He's got to wait for his courier to come out.
No, his courier is Pingu. Pingu is the courier. Okay? He's going to buy another salve, maybe. Yes, 2 salves. Teleport top. Give this to Lies.
Leo Style, though, finding the kill on Stars in the mid lane, and he suicides to the tower so he can come back with full health, full mana. Waterboy, please deliver. There we go. Thank you, Pingu. Tries to go and cancel it out, but Matthew just a little bit off the mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what happens. You know, you let your support get a couple of kills. It comes back to him later on. You know. It pays dividends. You say, hey, what's the deal with that? How come you last hit? You didn't wait for me. I didn't get my agility stacks. Don't worry, man. I got you. Salve's coming your way. Some cold beverages.
Cracking a cold one open with the boys.
Mm-hmm. Leo Style, you know, he's going Ultra Instinct this game. You know, he's not used to losing Dota 2, Moxxi. That's what you got to understand here. He's upset about those last couple of games, and it's not getting to him. He doesn't... get worse. He doesn't get tilted. He only gets better, you know. Wasn't using his true power in the games before, and now he's gonna have to go all out against Stars. You know, it's nothing personal.
To get himself a solo kill over on Stars, so I'd say he's off to a great start.
Nice one. Off to a good start.
I wasn't going for that, but yes, that works as well. I do have a sentry ward over here, so they see that Matthew's creeping around with this invis rune. He'll immediately break it, though. Throws out the stone. And it looks like they've traded back up again. They decide MNZ says, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being stunned up. I'm tired of being harassed. We'll send Tidehunter up here. He's got his level 5. He's a pretty big, beefy boy. Let's go make life difficult for this tri-lane top. But Ixter also TPing away now over into the mid lane as Leostyle finds yet another kill. And he might actually be able to get the kill on Ixter too. He's got this creep wave. LSA will be able to stun him out though. Slows him down a little bit, but he's still giving a bit of chase here to Ixter as he's just bottling up. Chasing after him, pushing him back. He wants this rune. LSA though from Ixter.
I think that you're just dead here on Ixter. I'm going to be honest with you.
I think he's got 6 stacks of sticky here. I don't think he survives this. Although, God Gamer. All right, yeah.
No,
Leostyle's like, how dare you? But he's going to try to punch back. One more click, and down he goes. Top lane, the roll forward over onto Lies, but that's about it for now.
Like I said, Leostyle, he's Ultra Instinct this game. He's done messing around. You gave your mid a little bit of space at the cost of you dying there, sure. You stopped Leostyle from grabbing the rune, but he denied it. You know, this guy, he's given no quarter to you this game. Man, I love Leostyle so much. It's unreal.
You didn't ask him to notice you in the lobby. I'm surprised.
I'll ask it next game. It's getting late. I don't want him to hate me. That's the thing, you know? Don't want to be too needy to him.
Got it.
You got to play the game.
Yeah, got to pretend like you're not interested when you really are interested.
Mm-hmm. How was it? Oh, whoa, I hope Leostyle notices me today.
Roll forward over here, trying to go and close the gap onto Lies, but just a little bit too short.
It's yeah, I haven't touched on MNZ myself yet. Very limited looks at the CS chart. You know, he's sitting at 30-9. He's doing all right, but Lukey, he's also doing pretty good. He's going straight for Blade Mail. A lot of people have been doing this. I kind of like it. You know, you don't have that gap closing ability right away, which you might want. But if you don't have enough follow-up damage and everyone else on your team isn't ready to go, then it makes sense to have it so the enemies come in onto you. You can punish them, and it farms a little bit faster on neutral camps and whatnot. Also great for wave cutting.
Agreed. Bottom lane, though, looks like they're trying to get this duel up on MNZ, and I think they have enough damage here, especially with Stars making this rotation. They'll turn it back around. MJZ now trying to run away is going to get pulled right into the Aether Remnant, and the Dissimilate will clean up. So, very nice pick-off here in this bottom lane.
Hmm.
And Frank is just having the time of his life in this top lane. There's not much that Lies can really do. He's already sitting at his level 6, so that threat of Ravage is there.
Actually opted to go 2 points into the Dark Pack, which is interesting. It does double the damage of it, but when you get this, it's usually to go into the jungle. It's not to actually dispel any abilities or anything like that, or go for kills. Because of that, he doesn't have the 3 points of Essence Shift that he otherwise could, so he doesn't keep the stacks from Essence Shift for particularly long. Just 30 seconds.
Lane looks like Leostyle will walk into the LSA. Stars looking for this opening, but the follow-up with the cogs on the back end here. Leostyle dropping back, trying to push back over here onto Ixter. Another LSA comes out, though. And Leostyle's just a little bit too shy to commit on this. So he's going to walk away. Still have Matthew, throws out a casual stone. Not going to be able to quite do that, though, as Leostyle happily picks up the regen rune, though.
Mm-hmm. Just to get 6 stacks of the Sticky Knave on the Ixter. He did still have the Flaming Lassa, but you know, this guy's playing careful this game. He doesn't want to commit too far forward. He's sitting on a lot of unspent gold, which makes him feel a little bit weaker, and he's going for the boots of travel right away. Giving him that rundown speed is pretty big. I think he's just able to chase Ixter every time he tries to defend this mid wave here. He's going to have these boots of travel committed pretty soon. Look at this guy. God Gamer Leostyle, farming the neutral camp and the creep wave at the same time. Doesn't manage to get any neutral items because, you know, he doesn't need RNG to win. That's what you got to understand about this guy.
Now, if you got to stop tilting the microwave, I almost said microwave, geez, I'm tired. Microphone away from your face because it sounds like you're like walking into another room back and forth the entire time.
Neph, put your head in that microwave this instant.
I'm sorry. Microphone. I will say that MNZ is doing a great job of harassing Licky down this bottom wave. It's been very difficult for him to keep mana online, so he has opted to grab himself that magic stick. He's got himself a clarity too, but the roll is coming out as they're going to try to slow him down. Tars is here though, the bounce back. They've got the lasso. Leostyle just dragging him right back into the rest of the team. They'll go and they get the mana void off, and that's a kill for MNZ. A lot of TPs used during this as well as Pingu made his way bottom. but they'll be able to shore up the 10-minute runes over on the side of Thunder Predator here, and looks like Liza's gonna try to go and retrieve this other rune instead. You do find another kill over onto Aegster, despite the LSA being nicely placed.
And, you know, 2 kills going your way. Unfortunately, Pingu didn't get there in time to save the Legion Commander. You've got decent heals coming out. 1 less point at Heavenly Grace doesn't feel that bad, but, you know, despite getting a couple kills earlier on and participating, obviously spent a lot on regen, so he hasn't had the opportunity to complete these meta boots. And because of that, you know, it's difficult for him to get around and have a huge impact at this point. He does his job, gets the enemy observer warned.
Lukey thinking about going in for that duel. Does get bounced a little bit closer to Leo style, but...
It is so sick that he's able to play Bat Rider like this, and with that Flame Break that is normally pretty difficult to land on this ping disadvantage that he has. But he is fine there. He has the boots of travel. You know, he's got 440 movement speed right now. Faded Brooch and Windlace as well. You know, he's just... when you get lucky, I suppose. He's very happy to have this on the Bat Rider.
Yeah, he's got Lasso up in just a moment. MJZ baiting him out hard here. Stars getting bounced back. Surprise! Here comes Leo style. He's looking. He has just enough mana to get this Lasso off if he wants to go for it. He's just going to keep dodging back and forth. Looks over at Pingu. Stars, though. MNZ is here. It's going to be able to go, and they just chew up through all of his mana. Down he goes. MNZ gets himself yet another kill. Top lane. Looks like Frank is getting jumped up, but they have the boots of travel coming out from Leo, so they'll slow down Lukey over here as they just keep running at him. He's going to be forced to go try to purge it off. They follow up with a nice LSA coming out from Aegster, but the stone does connect. And they used the Ravage during all of that, but they didn't manage to get any kills, so... If you're NoPango, you're pretty happy with it.
Yeah. You get to play a little bit more aggressive the next couple of minutes as well. You know, wanted to touch on, you know, MJZ in the bottom lane. It is a pretty sick cogs. You got separating the Omni Knight from being able to help out. Ooh.
No, Stars is here, though. They're going to try to go in and see if they can finish this off for the duel. The roll comes in. The kick comes out, though, from that duel. He saves MJZ. You're not going to be able to get any sort of duel damage. Laguna Blade does come in at the last second, though, as they'll find the kill. Drawing right back in again. But Aegster, he's taking so much damage here from Leo style. They're just taking a bath in this Firefly. They'll get the kill on Aegster as well. Lukey is next to fall. Leo style, God. Double kill.
Yeah, that was such a sick play, forcing them further forward there on Math, you know, kicking him up onto the high ground. Unfortunately, the duel lasted a little bit. Oh, Pingu,
Pingu, you're looking real dead, my friend. The hit back on the Flame Break. Does manage to go and purge off over here onto Stars, but there's just so many people running after him. They don't quite connect on that roll, though, so it looks like it's going to be all right. Still no Ravage online for this Tide Hunter. He used it in the top lane already. So they're just kind of zoning everybody out here, and they'll turn their attention over to the mid tower. While the anti-mage just does anti-mage things and farms up. Drums completed now for Leo style.
You're going at an alright pace. Done amazing on MNZ this game. Ooh, that was an interesting one.
Yes, it was. MNZ fighting a little bit, but again, Leo style has those boots of travel. Feels like he wanted to get the jump on Lukey here. Does have, of course, the drums, has the lasso, but is just going to force him to run away and allow MNZ to continue on hitting creeps. He's getting very close now to that Battle Fury. Mid lane, though, everybody's just hanging out. This looks like one of my pubs right now with the amount of people over here. Frank is going to get dueled up, but immediately, though, they're able to go push him back just a little bit. Laguna Blade comes out, though. They'll get the winner, but they still manage to take down Stars.
Yeah, Stars dropping is not great for them, but that kill on Tidehunter just before his Ravage got up was pretty big there. Interesting little mechanic there. This is a choice this game is, you know, when you're duel to another hero, you do walk onto and through unpathable terrain. That happened like to the tail end of the kick that came out. He walked from the high ground to low ground, and there, for anyone who's watching, you know, you just sit inside the cogs, even though that shouldn't be pathable because the two of them are dueling each other. You know, these saves keep coming out, but, you know, they keep managing to get them regardless. Matthew and Bauer are doing a good job with that one. You know, just find a little bit more time during these duels.
Battle Fury is now completed for MNZ, so about a 14-minute Battle Fury with treads. Not bad, not too shabby at all. They've got the Ravage here on Frank. It feels like they really want to try to take this tower. The threat of Ravage is pretty strong, but they managed to jump on him last time and blow him up before he could get anything going. Leostyle is here, though, this time around, and he's feeling like he's pretty strong. No lasso for another 30 seconds. MJZ does get spotted out here by Stars. Leostyle just kind of flapping those little wings around, trying to get some of these stacks up over onto Stars. With that silence, they'll bounce him right back again. Stars is just obliterated. There's no Void Spirit here. Live's joining in the fight, though, now. And again, they still have that Ravage online. And there's a lot of this flame just everywhere. Oh, Lukey going in the back lines, looking to probably... Oh, they go in for the Ravage. They'll turn back around. Lice is absolutely fine, though. He has the Shadow Dance. They'll be able to take down Aegster. Pingu sitting silence, though. And they hog up Lukey over here on the side. Do they have the damage is the question. They've got the lasso. They might be able to go and grab him. A couple stacks of sticky over him, plus those stones. Slows down Lukey. They'll take him down. And this tower now belongs to Thunder Predator.
Nothing you can do about this one the whole time. The catapult whacking away there. Unfortunately, Pingu, he tried to keep his distance and just sit outside the range of the Ravage, but it caught him at the tail end of it. When you try to really min-max that one, you can pay for it pretty heavily. If he was closer, he might have been able to save more people with the Heavenly Grace and the Purification, but, he just got zoned out of that team fight, or zoned himself and got caught up with the tail end there. He might die again, in fact.
He is definitely looking... I mean, he did manage to get the Heavenly Grace off, but with the hookshot coming in from MJZ holding him in place, this is looking like a dead Pingu. Nice heal bomb coming out, buys a little bit more time. All right, never mind. They go in for the duel on MJZ because Stars is nearby. And look at this. Leostyle says, like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm going to leave. Doesn't look like he's... No, all right, it's fine. Leostyle's able to walk away, throws out the voice line. And we get the Blink Dagger completed now for Lukey.
I'm too tired to do the quick maths at this point, but there was a lot of heal coming out between Purification, Heavenly Grace, and level 4 Press the Attack there. It was definitely a number, I can tell you that much.
It was a number. Excellent. That's why we pay him the dollars. He's got cats to feed, man.
Please.
Tide Hunter joining in the fight. Doesn't have the Ravage up, but again, he's a big tanky boy. And then comes Leostyle as well. He has those boots of travel. Gonna try to push back over here onto Aegster. He is pretty squishy, but over on the back lines, it looks like Matthew trying to make something happen here. Does manage to get the neck off, and he's just getting burst down as they get a little bit more damage victory over here onto Lukey. Blinking forward, though. They have their eyes over here onto Stars. They're going to be able to burn him down. There's the Mana Void coming out now. Pingu running for his life. It looks like MNC cancel sight. Does he want Lukey or does he want Pingu? Or maybe he's just going to turn back around and maybe they could get the kill onto Lives, but he's got the Shadow Dance up, and he's got quite a few stacks of these agility over here. Leostyle hiding over in the tree line does get tethered up. And it looks like Thunder Predator, they're done with this engagement.
Aegster is sitting pretty low. He doesn't want to go any further forward. Of course, it is easily able to jump out of the back line with the Anti-Mage and just finish him off, so he doesn't want to risk it. He needs to finish up this Yule Scepter at the moment, He is a big setup to getting on top of Anti-Mage. The Yule is just being an item, instant lift up into the air, and of course, following up with a Light Strike Array, they're not going to be able to counterspell it off. It's pretty important in order to blow him up. But it's also a little bit difficult to warrant making space for your position 4. It's actually just been Lies farming away this game. He has a Midas on his Slark. He maxed out Dark Pact first. He put his second into Pounce just to further facilitate his farming. Reducing the cooldown allows you to move around the jungle a little bit faster. But when you're racing with an Anti-Mage,
the Anti-Mage is currently ahead. That's not what you want. Yes, Lies is doing a fantastic job farming, but this Anti-Mage with a Battle Fury, you're going to have problems. You're going to get Anti-Mage if this continues. Yeah. And nobody's paying attention to him at all. Look at him. He hasn't even shown up to really any fights unless they've been in his lane. It's just mostly a mouse that walks into the cat's paw at that point. Ooh, not actively hunting, but...
Love cat references.
I love cats. Verge makes fun of me for how much I love cats.
Roommate bought me a cat-themed board game for my birthday.
Aw, man. Was that Cat Ladies?
No, it's
Oh, bounce back over to Lukey. They drag him back. They even roll into him just for good measure. But they need to get some more damage. Ravage is going to come out, plus the hook shot. Lukey, he's dead. Pingu looks like he's going to be the next one to fall here as he goes, puts on the Heavenly Grace, trying to run away from all of these heroes, but he cannot do it. Leostyle, godlike, double kill. will turn their attention over to the tower. And the one saving grace right now is the fact that these heroes not great at hitting towers.
Yeah, the only person who can, is MNZ on the anti-mage. Even him, not amazing compared to some other heroes these days, but he's coming online in short order here. He's, like I said, that 28 to 35 minute time is always very big on anti-mage. I think he's going to come online even faster than that, given the fact that he is Manta, Battle Fury, Treads, Wraithband, and Belt of Strength here at 20 minutes of the game.
Uses the Laguna Blade, but it doesn't even matter. They've got the Guardian Greaves as they take him down. Star's now looking for a pick-off. Knows that they don't have that last. He goes into 3 heroes, though. That is very ambitious. They go in for the duel. They don't have anything to try to save Matthew, so they are going to get some more duel damage over here on Luki. They hop in over on the back lines, over onto MJZ. As he hops right into those cogs, he's got no in the world. A little bit of an awkward fight for the side of Thunder Predator, and very good on NoPango for realizing that they're out of position. Let's punish them.
Yeah, as you said, they don't take towers very fast, so of course they're going to linger around if they don't disengage right away. We're still in the pretty early game, so the low cooldowns make it even harder for them to deal with that, or low respawn timers rather, and looks like they want a little bit more.
Indeed they do, but as we talk about this, AM, top lane, hitting creeps, 12k net worth. JZ trying to go for that denial here is going to get held into place. There's just too many people here. So Luki, even more dual damage. 80 dual damage at 21 minutes in. That feels very good for a Legion commander.
Yeah. Lies, you're not the main character of this game. It's Luki. I'm really liking this.
You're liking the Luki?
Yeah, I'm liking the Luki.
Well, we're going to be seeing a dead Ixter here in the mid lane, unfortunately. Does buy out. And now Tidehunter, big tanky boy. Gonna need some help from his friends, though, I think, as he's kind of just hanging out. Does have the Guardian Greaves. Leo Style making his way over, trying to protect Frank. Get the pop off here. Again, the roll coming in. The kick out. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? It's looking like it's good enough, but Matthew now, he's not looking too healthy as they just take all that Firefly. They're trying to get the kill over onto Luki, and I think they're going to be able to do it. They have the Ravage. It's back up. They take down Luki. They'll go right back in again. They'll find the kill on Pingu. And they're chasing after Stars. He's trying everything he can. Can he get the kill onto Frank in time, though? No, he's not going to be able to. As MNZ just kind of shows up a little bit during that fight and then says, all right, you guys got this handled. I'm going to go back to hitting these creeps.
Yeah, beautiful start to that team fight. The fact that they got Tidehunter out of there. He's actually just, I think, 15 seconds away from getting Ravage off. And yeah, look at him. Frank the tank. He is so happy about that one. 15 seconds off of Ravage at the start, and they tried to initiate on him. They knew it was on cooldown, but this comes back in, pops it, and blows up Pangolier. Things look pretty rough for them right now, Moxxi, Anti-Mage, he's hitting this critical mass we were talking about. How are you going to keep up with him? This isn't a race you can win, Lies.
No, unfortunately, this is, I will say, Lies, he's done a great job, but you're up against an anti-mage with a Battle Fury, and this guy he had the advantage early on. It's going to be so difficult for NoPango, and eventually, we're going to just see him start split pushing. They're going to have to keep responding to it, and they're going to get anti-maged. Leo Style is just massive, 12-1 and 8. This boy, he just grows more powerful every game, even if it's a loss. This dude, it only makes him stronger. They're making their way over here. They're going to be too late, though. Luki smoked up. We'll pop smoke here. Immediately jumping up to the high ground, but look who's waiting for them. MJZ's here. MNZ also just fighting back. Sees Luki. Nice LSA, though, coming out from Ixter. We'll be able to slow them down a little bit, but they'll still be able to get the kill on Luki. Jumping over onto Pingu. He'll be next to fall. Ixter kicked back again by Matthew. Man, Thunder Predator, they are just so bloodthirsty. They're trying to climb back into the base even, but they'll turn their attention now over to Ixter, who's been left behind. He's going to get Flame Break back a little bit, and Frank will complete it. Get that final kill. MNC goes back to hitting some creeps here, and Sark needs to be careful, Lies. Oh, Leo Style, he's got the lasso. He's just going to hold him in place and let his anti-mage beat him to death. And that's some fried fish on the menu, my friends.
Yeah. Lies, he was playing with fire a little bit right there. I think he didn't use that. Yeah. Didn't use the Dark Pact on himself. I think he was thinking that the enemy wouldn't lasso because of it, but he just commits it this game. Leo Style read his movements. I was telling you, this guy Ultra Instinct this game.
You love to see it if you're a Leo style fan.
Where are you now? 13, 1, and 11, involved in every single kill except for one. This guy, he had something to prove this game. He goes, I'm not losing to North American teams twice in a row. This is SA's year. Thunder Predator is their pride and joy. I am the protagonist of SA Dota.
Well, it looks like the side of NoPango, they're really tied into this base at this point. They've lost so many buildings. They've only lost one tower on the side of Thunder Predator. And they're trying to make moves on Frank. That is not the man that you want to fight. Look at this. He just literally walks into the 8th Remnant. And oh, in comes the Team AGC's exit. They follow up with the Ravage. Can they finish him up? Lukey, first one that they've got their eyes up. They'll go the takedown. Exit, take out Lukey. They take down Stars. The buybacks are coming out in mass as they're diving so far to get Kingu. They find the kill. MNZ, triple kill now as they chase after Lies. He's trying everything to stay alive here. It's so difficult, but they go really, really far. They're deep into the back lines. The Stars jumping forward over onto MJZ. They might be able to go and get the kill on the clock one, but they haven't found it. They drag back on Lies. They get an ultra kill. Stars now disarmed. MNZ coming in hot. He's waiting for him. He's looking to burn all that mana. It looks like he just gave up on his life because that's the rampage for MNZ. It's such a good rampage. They call the GG.
There you are. Thunder Predator, the 25-minute victory on Anti-Mage. You love to see a perfect team fight in the end. Pengu, he wasn't hit by that Ravage. He did manage to dodge his tail into that one, but I think he waited a little bit too long. It was so hard to get in the right position there to use that Guardian Angel there. Again, Tidehunter's such an amazing pick for keeping him zoned. He's so worried about getting caught inside that Ravage and blown up alongside the rest of his team there that he couldn't get any of his spells off to save his team. And, with the fact that he can't save them and, Lies continue to try and out-farm the anti-mage, there was just no way they were going to win that. Let's take a quick look at the player net worth here. You guys, a 10-minute mark, you're doing pretty good. Actually, that's not right. This is right. It's not the player net worth at 10 minutes. This is bugged. It says 1,948 net worth on anti-mage. Are you seeing this too?
Seeing this is not right.
Yeah, this isn't right, you guys.
It's okay. It's all right. It's a free-to-play game. No complaining. Well, now you're not going to get your maths there enough. I'm sorry, but
whatever.
I will say, Lies did a fantastic job of trying to keep up. But again, it's an anti-mage. It's MNZ's anti-mage too. So this guy is known for just, power farming, not quite as hardcore as Hector, but definitely on that same level. So when you have Leo style popping off like that, and he's just causing chaos everywhere, you're going to have way too much space here for MNZ, and then he's just going to show up. He's going to murder everybody. Let's be real honest here.
Mm-hmm.
So, a valiant effort coming out from the side of NoPango. I thought that they did a great job with being able to get a lot of that dual damage on Lukey. I was impressed. He ended up with 80 damage, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to go up against the anti-mage. It wasn't enough to deal with Leo style. And Frank the Tank, dude, this boy just got real thick, real fast. 2 Cs, 3 Cs, honestly. They weren't able to kill him except for one time. So It is what it is. So we have one more game for the night. Neph, did you have any finishing thoughts here about this game?
I felt like they were a little bit more split up and less coordinated than they usually were. The No Pangolier, they had some amazing games yesterday, but it was looking more like the game from a few days ago. Lies was on the anti-mage and not doing a very good job. Built that first item Midas and wasn't really sure where to go or what to do after the laning phase. You have to understand what the enemy's objectives and timings are, and both your teams are fighting into each other while the carries are farming, and you have to understand that you're going to fall further and further behind, and you're letting the enemies fulfill your objective, and their objective is going to beat yours. If it's the anti-mage farming and getting tons of net worth, well, you try to do the same thing on Slark. There's just no way you're going to win that one unless you draw it out late, and that one wasn't going to go ultra late.
No, it wasn't. So that is going to be the end of game number 1 here. Thunder Predator taking it off of No Pangolier. But we do have one more game for you guys tonight. And I know if you're East Coast time, thanks for staying up with us. I know I'm very tired. I've been powered by Monster Energy. I'm powering through it. Neph's had 3 hours of sleep, and then I'm sure he's going to be crashing much later here. But we are going to take a short break. And when we come back, the final game of the night.